Hi there, welcome back to the CISSP Success Toolkit, Twister of the Day number 125. My name is Manoj Sharma, and as you know, I am a CISSP instructor, and I have a very special program for you that is called as CISSP Success Toolkit. If you're planning for clearing your CISSP in next 100 days, best program to have. It's a end-to-end CISSP preparation program where you get everything you need, right, for your CISSP preparation, including live classes, online videos, notes, inbuilt questions, flashcards, and so many things. With that said, let's get into the concept here. Go ahead, pause this particular video, take 45 minutes to answer this particular question, and then I am going to explain you that. So let's start with this, right? A software development company is integrating third-party code repositories into its continuous integration, continuous deployment pipeline. Considering the security of the development environment, what is the most important security control to implement first? So now you see most important security control to implement first. So this means there is double twist in this particular question. It says it means there are multiple options which might be correct. In that, you have to find the first one which has to be implemented, right? So let's go through these particular options. Establish a protocol for regular review, code review to detect any vulnerabilities or malicious code insertions. I think very much it has to be the right answer if you ask me, but we are actually searching for the most and the first. So even though you need to review all the code in your code repositories, that is one of the recommended practice, but it is not the first one which you will do, right? Implementing multi-factor authentication for access to the code repositories, I think that's the first line of defense. Access control is always the first line of defense. So for me, it is coming on the top as of now, but let's see option C and D as well. Option C says enforcing encryption of data at rest and in transmit for the code repositories. Yes, we may consider it, but that again will come at a later stage, right? First, you already have some repositories with you, right? I don't think, because when you do it online, right, most of the time your SSL takes care of that encryption part as well. So I don't think this is the first control which you are looking from out of the most preferred choices. Option number D, creating a sandbox environment for testing third party code before integration. Actually, usually speaking, it is one of the recommended activity, but not very practical. So instead of checking it in a sandbox and doing all the engineering by yourself, we normally leverage certain tools which can do that for you, which can give you the reputation of the code and all those kind of stuff, right? But obviously this is also not the answer, right? This is not the first thing which we are going to do. So if you see out for all these things, everything is important, right? They are the most recommended practices, but out of that, the number one is implementing multi-factor authentication for access to the code repository. Because if the access itself is not it's not validating only authorized people, then anything can happen, right? So simple as that, right? You have to just make and learn this particular style of countering these kind of tricky question. Pay special attention to any kind of keywords there. For example, in this we are talking about CI/CD, we are talking about a repository, most and first and all of that. That is where your critical thinking will come into part, right? So with that, guys, keep learning with me. And I think CISSP is not a rocket science at all. If you ask me, it is just by having the right perspective, by knowing what kind of questions come in the exam, you can definitely crack it, right? With that said, we'll meet you tomorrow. Thank you very much.